Please help to me reach 1,000 subscribers. Alright. I need to finally say this. Not for her. For me. Because for months, I carried her decision like it was a mirror reflecting my flaws, like I wasn't enough, like I wasn't exciting enough, spontaneous enough, or anything close to the guy she ran toward. I spent so long believing that maybe if I had been more, she wouldn't have walked away. But the real truth didn't hit me until 10 months later, when she showed back up and said something that changed everything. It all started with the sentence that gutted me. I think I want to see where things go with him. No apology. No guilt. Just this numb, tired tone, as if she'd already rehearsed the breakup in her mind long before she said it aloud. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I didn't even ask her to reconsider. Because the way she spoke, I knew she had already mentally left the relationship. The door in her heart had been closed weeks before the conversation happened. So I did the only thing that made sense. I walked away. No dramatic farewell, no shouting, no scenes. Just me quietly packing a duffel bag while she sat on the couch, texting someone who clearly wasn't me anymore. 5 years. 5 birthdays. 5 winters. 5 times she broke down in my arms when her anxiety swallowed her whole. I knew her like a second language, her coffee order, the song that made her emotional every December, the way she counted ceiling tiles when she was trying not to cry. But none of that mattered anymore, because suddenly a man she'd known a few months had become her what if. I left that apartment feeling like I was stepping out of a dream, except it wasn't a dream at all. It was a nightmare I never volunteered for. I crashed at a friend's place for a week, sleeping on a thin mattress on the floor, staring up at the ceiling and trying to breathe through the realization that she threw away 5 years for butterflies and late-night conversations with somebody new. They say time heals, but time alone does nothing unless you actually work through the hurt. And I didn't, not at first. I muted her accounts, deleted old pictures, avoided the people who would give me updates I didn't want. 3 weeks in, the sadness started turning into anger at myself. For loving her harder than I ever loved myself. For ignoring the signs that she was slowly slipping away. So I began rebuilding piece by piece. Small steps at first. Waking up before noon. Cooking for myself. Reading instead of mindlessly scrolling. By month 3 I joined a gym, not for revenge, not for attention, but to remember what strength felt like. By month 5 I went on a date. She was sweet, funny, easy to talk to. But halfway through dessert I realized I wasn't ready. I paid, thanked her, and walked away without feeling guilty. I finally understood that healing doesn't follow a straight line. Some days you move forward. Some days you sit with the memories. Both count. By month 7 I wasn't checking her socials anymore. I wasn't replaying conversations or imagining her with him. My chest didn't feel heavy. I was actually breathing again. Then month 10 arrived. A Thursday evening. I'd just gotten home when my phone lit up with an unknown number. I almost ignored it. Something told me to answer. It was her. Her voice was soft. Hey, it's me. For a moment, everything froze. She asked if we could talk. Every instinct said no. But the part of me that needed closure said one conversation won't break you. So I agreed, 1 hour in public, no expectations. When she walked in she looked the same, but there was something dimmer in her eyes. Like life had humbled her. Like reality had hit back harder than she expected. She didn't waste a second. I lied, she said. I just stared at her. She continued, her voice trembling. He wasn't who I thought he was. The attention felt good and I mistook it for something real. I kept telling myself something was missing with you, but the truth is, what I was missing was inside me. You were steady and I confused stability with boredom. I went chasing chaos because I thought it meant excitement. For the first time in 10 months I truly saw her. Not the woman I once loved, not the woman who left, but someone who destroyed something good because she didn't know how to recognize it. She reached for my hand. I didn't move. I'm sorry, she whispered. I'm not asking for anything. I just needed you to know it wasn't your fault. You loved me the right way. I didn't know how to accept it. I nodded. I know, I said quietly. I figured it out while I was putting myself back together. She cried. I didn't, not because I didn't care, but because I'd already done all my crying months before. I stood up. I hope you find whatever it is you're searching for. But I can't be the person you come back to when the excitement fades. I've worked too hard to reopen a wound I finally healed. She nodded through tears. I understand. As I turned to leave, I said one last thing. You didn't lose me when you picked him. You lost me when you stopped choosing us. And I walked away, not angry, not broken, not regretful. Just peaceful. If you've ever been left for someone who only knew the version of them you helped shape, you're not weak. You're human. And if they return later, remember this. You don't owe them the pieces you spent months repairing. Sometimes the greatest closure you can give yourself is choosing you. Please help to me reach 1,000 subscribers.